Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, namaste, sat sri akal, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Assalamu alaikum. I'm very, very confident all of you guys there are thriving in euphoria, and so am I. Let's start with the chanting. Om Namah Shakti Shivaya. Om Namah Shakti Shivaya. Om Namah Shakti Shivaya. So the vibration is raised now because we just started with our chanting, right? So what are we talking about today is, what are we talking about today? I don't know. Okay, a lot of fun. So we are talking about darkness as, why do I always say and why it is significant to embrace the darkness. It is very important that we embrace the darkness because darkness has two sides of it, which is it helps us in protection. Darkness is a form of protection. It is always said, like the planet of Saturn, which we pray or worship on the day of Saturday. It's Saturn is worshipped on the day of Saturday for the to keep ourselves pure and clean from the negative effects of the planet and keep our vibrations high in an alignment with the positive and amplify the positive effects of the planet on our astro houses or our real life experiences. So if I add to normal logical form, I'll talk about, if I say in the basic language, so Saturn stands for the color black. So it is always recommended to wear black or dark blue on the day of Saturday. So Saturday is mostly referred to wear the color black. It's the color of Saturn. And most of us, it is referred, or depending on cultures, we refer dark as dark entities, dark forces, black, dark is bad effect, and it has its negative effect. It's looked upon like that, but it is not like that. We must embrace the dark because the shadow, we have a shadow, we all have a shadow of ours, and the shadow is equally strong as the light, the flame that we are, that is protecting us in this realm. So shadow is I'm not saying you just look at it on the one side of it, that it is protecting us only. So shadow also has its polarity. It's both the sides of it, like a coin. So it is used. So the topic would be, the subject is, the shadow is used as a protection, and it can also be used as a prevention. So how do I call prevention? Protection is protecting yourself from negative entities or forces or energies, energy vampires, which keeps us stuck. And it is, I'm not saying it comes from another person. Of course it comes from different entities, which includes ourselves, because we all have the dark force inside of us, the shadow within us. So when we are vulnerable, we all are vulnerable beings. So when we use our shadow as a form of protection, as a form of love, embrace, when we enhance the shadow side of ours in integration with the light of ourselves, the light that we are, if we embrace it, merge and integrate it with the light that we are, then we can use the dark side, we can enhance and utilize the dark side of us, the shadow within us, as a form of protection and not prevention. So how do I call prevention? When we are living in the dark, only living in the dark side, and missing out that the light we are, the potential we are, the possibility that we are, the godliness that we are, the magic that we are, the divine being that we are, the infinite eternal flame that we are, when we miss that out, when we disconnect from our core, from our center, from our flame, its soul, then what happened? We come under the influence, we stay under the influence of only the dark side of us, the shadow side of us. Then we prevent ourselves from evolution, we prevent ourselves from elevation, we prevent ourselves from illumination, from growth, expansion, right? Because only when the dark and the light come together, we can use the infinite potential that we are, the power that we are, the center, the universe that we are, to co-create profound energies with all the integrated entities, the entities who are whole, who are merged, who are enlightened, who are in their balance of dark and light, you know. So the consciousness is everything. The integration of both the conscious mind and unconscious mind is what is necessary, not to just survive but thrive in both life and afterlife. It is important and it is significant. So that's why embracing the dark as a form of protection, as a form of integration, as a form of enlightenment, as a form of, godly power, the cosmic power, is because the dark is not bad, even if you see in entities, the dark entities, it helps us clear, it helps us value the light, it helps us understand the conflict, it helps us identify that there is a conflict, and it helps us make choices based out of those information that we gather, that what's healthy and what's not for us, and what to keep and what to release. So darkness is beautiful, and just the consciousness, the enlightenment, the illumination about it, the clarity about it is, you keep that, use the dark power as a focus, as a concentration for your protection, as a form of protection, but prevention. When you use the dark as a prevention, you prevent yourself, like you use the dark as your defense mechanism, right? Either shouting, fighting, drama, hitting, judging, hating, worrying, stressing, fear, all these dark energies, when you use it as a prevention, as a defense mechanism, you say, I'm using these energies are there within me, which is preventing me, which is defending me. No. It is preventing you, yes, but from evolution, from growth, from expansion, from healing. So darkness, if you can when we integrate it with light and use it as a form of protection, then we can restore innocence. Innocence, there is balance, there is clarity. You get clarity from the space of darkness when we use it as a form of protection, not defense mechanism, not prevention. Protection as in, okay, how can I protect myself? I know this is my fear, this is my worry, or this is my stress. Now I would use that form of darkness as a form of protection by integrating it with my light, reflect on that dark energy, that shadow that I have, and use it as a tool for assessing where I'm blocking myself. Okay, this is a fear I have. So how can I use this fear to protect myself but not prevent myself, right? That the answer, the guidance comes to you when we reflect on those dark energies, that how can I transpire it, transmute it as a form of protection and not a form of prevention, right? When I say protection, it brings clarity that I have fear, or I am stressed. So this I'm using as a defense mechanism now. I feel that this fear is telling me that there is a blockage, there is a resistance. How I can transpire that and outgrow that emotion and detach myself from that shadow side and integrate it with light and create something creative, or high vibrational profoundness from there. And just it's a form of self-protection. Okay, I know that the uneasy feeling, the worry feeling is the shadow side, but it is only showing me where to protect myself. But I'm not going to let that dictate who I am. Because when you say, okay, I'm worried because I don't know what my tomorrow brings. I am fearful because I don't know if I might repeat the same kind of experience what I did in past. So that's, you're protecting yourself. It is understood. But from there, use it as a form of it's as a knowledge, and create something wise for yourself from that space, rather than prevent or block yourself and just name it as a defense mechanism, and stop yourself from growing, from expanding, from healing. So I hope you got the point in enlargement. If you want more clarification, you can anyways mail me or book a session with me and talk about where you find yourself stuck with those dark energies, and you are using as a form of preventing yourself, as a prevention from movement forward, but a form of protection to analyze and understand where is the blockage and how I can transpire that, and just keep it as a protection but not block my path. Protection is fine till an extent, but if I start and gaining momentum in that energy, dark energy, and not integrate it with the light that I am, then I'm only preventing myself from growing, from being the infinite potential that I am, right? So I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain, and write to me. We will discuss if there is any more clarification you require in this topic. Anyways, I'll be talking more and more on such things, because that's my area of understanding and interest. I want to share more about it while I'm learning myself about it, by meeting people and getting fresh perspectives, watching movies, listening to music. Everything gives me a greater perspective, because I am an artist, so it is a privilege for me that I can gain perspective from real lifetime experiences, and at the same time imaginary content and all of that, my imagination, right? So before I say this, Vidania, I'm sending love, light, and quantum healing energies to all of you. I hope you guys are all loving my content, what I'm putting out there, and I love you guys. There's so much more coming your way, and keep sharing your light and love with me. It gives me lots of strength, courage, confidence, and the accurate, right attitude to be the infinite potential that I am, right? I love you all, guys. Happy day and a happy week ahead.